Hi, so I have a new camera tripod, which is cool because we all know that wasn't working well. And I'm just going to show you today how to apply liquid lipstick the way I do it. Not in any way how a professional would tell you to do it. I'm not sure what they would say, but this is how I do it, and because I get a couple of questions every now and then. So basically I'm just using a cotton bud because I put just a lip balm on my lips, just a normal chapstick at the start of when I did my makeup, and I don't want that on there in case the product slips, and I don't want to mess up my makeup with a full makeup wipe. So basically I start with, we're going to go with red because it's classic, it's good contrast so you can see the lines, and it's the easiest to screw up. So of course I will. Lip liner by Essence, which is the cheapest, most awesome brand you can get at Priceline Pharmacy. Target I think has it, so this would have been a couple of bucks. It's number 10, Femme Fatale. That's probably backwards, and I've used it heaps. It's really creamy. It just sort of, I don't know, I've never done this before, and yeah. Okay, so you got to make sure it's sharp and there's not hair in your mouth. It's got to be sharp because you want to get the lines really, really accurate. Now I'm just going to use this so I won't be looking at you. There you are. So just, oh, now I'm really nervous and I'm like shaking. Sort of feathery strokes, but you need to be, you kind of just got to go for it. You need to know how you want it to look and just be brave. Makeup wipes are your friend. Invest in them. So the bottom lip is probably the easiest. No one generally overdraws the bottom lip much. If you do a little bit, you can just sort of, that lower bit there, you can sort of see I've gone outside the line a tiny bit. Oh man, a shit tutorial. Okay, top is where it gets interesting. So I'm gonna do a classic sort of pin-up shape, which is what I always do. It's what I stick to, it's what I like, what's worked well for my face. So you can do what works well for your lips. You'll just have to practice that to figure it out. But basically, I do a cross. I'm trying to show you. Okay. So the V in your little cupid's bow there, cross, cross, and now you've got a good line for where you want to fill in. So I generally smooth out. I just screwed up. You can sort of rub it with your fingers, but because it's red, it's going to get everywhere. Now we need another cotton bud. Man, this is already going for free. It doesn't usually take this long to do your lips. You're making me nervous. Okay. So there is the chance, because it's red, you'll need to go with concealer afterwards and a little brush and go around the outside, which you can do to sharpen up your lines anyway, if you don't get them straight enough or crisp enough. So there we go. And it's sort of just connecting the dots. So I'm going to round out these peaks a little bit on the top. But you can only do so much with a kind of really gel-based pencil because it's not going to be sharp like you want it. Alright, next thing I do is the liquid lipstick. This is a liquid to matte, and I swear by them. So this one's your Lime Crime Red Velvet. I am not a fan of the brand. They've had a lot of screw ups. The brand itself tends to be sort of bitchy, and you know, if you're not a 90s grunge unicorn, then we don't want to know you. But the liquid lipsticks themselves are absolutely to die for. I've got a couple, and the reason I do, because they are extremely pricey. You're looking at about $42 to get it from their site to Australia, because they cut off their Australian stockists because they're just lovely people. But it works. It stays on all night. If you've seen me at work, you know that it doesn't wear, even though I'm always drinking. So let's just do it. Let's just be brave. And I'm gonna screw up so bad. All right, so you want to make sure there's product on it, but not too much, because otherwise you will get a very obvious, I can't even explain it, you just need to trust me and sort of go. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Here we go. I lay it down on the top. And bring it down to the side. Nice and crisp. And now this is when I will put it back in again, make sure there's not too much, because otherwise if it runs out of product, that's when you'll start getting a blotchy, not crisp, sharp line. So other side, hair. There. So then we're going to fill in the bottom. Which is easy. I kind of go like this a little bit and do the insides, because I think it's funny when people wear really bright lipstick and they open their mouth to talk and there's this massive line of not lipstick on the inside. So I try and cover that a little bit, which means you get lipstick teeth. But you kind of just let that dry and then fix it up. So what I am going to do now is, because there goes all my products, I have sort of, in being nervous and being shaky-handed, you can see this Cupid's bow isn't as defined as I would like. It's perfect. It looks fine, but so I've just gone in with a Q-tip that's so American. A cotton bud in makeup remover, and we'll go back in with our liquid lipstick, just really carefully. Making that V a tiny bit more defined. It's kind of how I'd like it, kind of not. So now it's sort of dry on the inside of the mouth, so give your teeth a polish, lest you look like an unhygienic vampire. The last couple of tricks I'll show you just really quickly, since this has already gone long enough, I may as well just make it longer, is I have a Chi Chi matte flat coloured, not shimmer at all, very cool brown eyeshadow called I'm Every Woman, and this is what I use to contour and define my nose, everything like that. So I get the tiniest bit on this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I don't really care what brush you use. You shouldn't either. As long as it works, don't go for brands. Under the lower lid, where it pouts, and that might look obvious because it is, so just go in with the side that hasn't got any on. Blend it out, because that will make your bottom lip look poutier, which is pretty cool. This is Mary Luminizer. Amazing. It's basically, yeah, a luminizer, and it's like a highlighter. It's very gold toned. I use it eyebrows, inner eye, eyebrows, inner eye, cheekbones, tiny bit on nose, a little bit up here, a little bit down here, and with a little brush and my mirror, I put the tiniest bit here. That will define your Cupid's bow. Really good. So I know that lime crime's expensive. Another good dupe, as the professionals say, is this Australis Velour Lips. I mean, this one's in the coloured Beijing, but there is a red. And I haven't tried the red. I've tried a lot of other of their colours and they're good, but they are a lot more drying. So I recommend in that case you do not remove your lip balm before you use it. There was something else I was gonna say. Oh, this is just terrible. No, haven't got it. So yeah, basically that's how I do it. I'll do other videos if you are at all impressed by this one, even the slightest bit. I mean, the fact that I haven't sworn yet is really good, even though I've wanted to. But yeah, so a bit uneven because it's hard to, it's really hard to do, look at this, look at the mirror and get it all coordinated, but I'm pretty happy with this. I would go out wearing this. I would either, if it is not a lime crime brand or a brand that I am not entirely happy with the matte flatness, I will get an eyeshadow. This is by Savvy, another cheap, awesome brand. And it is their color corrector powder in brightening. Get a brush, go like that. Dab. Powder, dab, etc. That will help it stay matte. That will help it stay for a long time. The other product I use is this NYX from Target, matte finishing spray, long lasting setting spray. And occasionally if I'm not secure in, or if I think I'm going to be wearing it for a long time, sweating, eating, something like that, I will spray my lips. I really have no idea if it does anything, but I do it anyway, so yeah. So yeah, once again I will do an eyeliner one because that's been asked. I will do an eyebrow one, even though my eyebrows are very cartoony and pin-up, and I like them that way. I'm just used to doing them that way, but other people prefer the more natural, feathery type brows. But if you want it, because basically this has been a bit of a train wreck. So yeah. Alright. I hope you've learned something. I hope it's been somewhat useful. If you've got any questions about the products, anything like that, I can try and help you out. So that's basically the only reason I did this, is because I've been asked this question quite a few times and asked what products I use quite a few times. So I thought I'd just show you in obviously a marathon style video. 14 minutes and I still got acre on my teeth. I gotta go to work. Alright. Whoa. Nice. Okay, bye.